Close. Oh, man. I don't know how to start shows, so I feel like the American school system gets a lot of flack that it doesn't deserve, but it deserves this one. Health class was a failure. I don't think it did any good for our nation. Not that the other subjects did great either, but when I hear that McDonald's sold 50 million burgers in the last 12 seconds, mathematically I can understand that, and healthily I can understand that. It's not a good move, guys. We failed on that one. They didn't spend any of the time talking about food. Instead, they just came at third grade me like all I did was booze and chain smoke and put out. Where do you think I go when I leave here? Where do you think the bus takes me? Why are you yelling at me about this? Talk to me about food, because we do that every day. 95% of health class should have been about food, but instead they were like, just use this triangle, dude. Just figure it out. Whatever, man. The triangle was useless. The food pyramid, that's not even a food pyramid, it's an ingredients pyramid. Teach me how to make a diet plan out of this. How do I not eat zebra cakes in the middle of the night? Why are the donuts in the fats and oil section? That's predominantly carbohydrates. They didn't go over any of that stuff. Instead, they did get people to stop smoking for 2 minutes, but now every 9-year-old just smokes a battery, so you got juked on that one, health class. They gotcha. You gotta adapt. So they just hit that hard. They're like, don't do drugs, and then they say that for about 12 years until you're like, I kind of want to do drugs. I just brought it up so many times. It's brutal. But then they talk about alcohol, and they're like, it's a gateway drug. And they're like, yeah, it's a gateway drug, but they always talk about the gateway in such crazy examples. They're like, so little Timmy had a beer once, now he smokes crack. A to B. I think the journey is a bit more important on that one. Bud Light might have got you out of the door on the way to crack, but I think you driving to that bridge was a bigger step. It was a much bigger step. But the examples they never give any relatable examples. So here's a freebie, health class. For me, the gateway beer opens is the Grubhub app. Then spending about $95 on the Grubhub app. Beer makes me feel pretty good, but you have a couple beers and you're ready to move on to the stronger stuff. And $200 of lo mein and queso on your front porch. That's the real strong stuff. 160 of those dollars were delivery fees, unfortunately. But I didn't have to move, so I'm not mad about it. That was real brutal. When it first started out with delivery fees, it would take the whole six-pack to get me loosened up. Loosen up my morals enough for those delivery fees. Now it's just all right, barbecue near me. It is immediate. And I know that they know it's a slippery slope because now you can look at what the checkout recommendations are. They used to be hey man, you want an appetizer? Or I don't know, look at a dessert? Now it just says, hey, do you want to double your whole order? Do you want to add an entire cheesecake? Look, man, just because I did that the last 11 times I ordered does not mean, no. I do it every time, and that's why they tell me to. That's what I wanted to work out. Y'all have a great night.